Number 9 on the list was also killed.
Wavamizi walipokuja, watu walikuwa wakiruka sengenge na kutoroka wakielekea upande wake.
Towards Langas, or that area. His clothing became entangled in the barbed wire, and the attackers then caught hold of him. That was during the day. He was then cut into pieces and died instantly.
The testimony of the 7th prosecution witness giving the graphic details of the horror attacks he personally witnessed just after the announcement of the disputed presidential election results of 2007.
Number 11 on the list also attempted to flee, but they caught up with him.
What happened when they caught up with him?
Walimkatakata wakamtupa kwa gunia ndani.
Were you present when this happened?
Huyo nilikuwa hapo.
That night, after the results were announced and the festivities by the Kikuyu community stopped by the wave of outrage from the Nandi community sweeping over Yamumbi village, his wife and children fled to the forest moments before their house went up in flames.
When my house was torched, he told me that I was a lucky man, that I was going to be eliminated, and he called me by my name.
He was lucky, but would live to witness many more killings. A rich man who had gone to bring policemen to his house was brutally killed in the presence of those policemen as he watched from a hideout.
When that person got to his house with the policemen, the attackers were already there, and this happened during the day. He was cut in the presence of the policemen and taken away by a driver in a very poor state. By the time the driver got him to the hospital, it was too late. He could not be saved. He died.
He walked up to some policemen and asked them why this was happening.
I was in the habit of talking to the policemen after all, and they told me that we had requested for work to continue.
When the police said we had requested for work to continue, which people were the police referring to?
He came to realize much later that the police were actually in cahoots with the Nandi assailants.
Police officers went to the location where the Nandis and Kikuyus were fighting, and they shot into the air. The assailants understood what was going on. They understood why they were shooting in mid-air. This was to enable the Kikuyus to take flight and allow the assailants to set the houses alight. When the policemen noted that houses were being burnt down, they then moved away to another location.
In addition, the police, according to the witness, were aiding in another crime. A man called Mayo, whom he believes died just after the violence, was apparently driving away cows belonging to the Kikuyu people who were fleeing to his residence.
I saw these stolen cows with my very own eyes being taken to Mr. Mayo's place. And it was the police officers who were actually escorting the cows. And I heard that the policemen sent to his residence were sent by Mr. Ruto.
Ruto's defense lawyer, Issa Fall, embarked on cross-examining the witness late afternoon, seeking to rubbish the witness's testimony that the agenda to drive away the Sangara, meaning the Kikuyu, was discussed at a political meeting in Kapseret.
All the information that you provided about those meetings are not things that you saw yourself, correct?
Hapana.
Fall will resume the cross-examination tomorrow and is expected to conclude the same day because the chamber is adjourning for at least 10 days beginning tomorrow. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Live at 9.